think I'm live. If there's anybody out there, as I was saying, is there anybody out there? If there's anybody available, I tried to go live there a few minutes ago, and whatever happened, the stream didn't work for some. I don't know why, but anyway, I have a Sunday night live planned here. I have too much to get on with, so I'll have to get organised here. It has to go on. The show must go on. Ah, there's Pat. So the stream is working. That's good. The stream is working this time. There's Megan McGee. Thanks for hanging on, guys. We had a bit of a technical difficulty, and I can't even explain what it was. I don't even know. But anyway, you're here now, and welcome to Sunday Night Surgery 2.0 from the doctor's surgery. And the main event is the Parkside chainsaw tonight, as I mentioned last week. And you might have seen the community post or whatever, which I picked this up from my favourite. I had bad Wi-Fi extender, so I need to do something. I don't know what happened there. There's Martin. Good to see you, Martin. I picked this up in my favourite budget supermarket, Lidl, for $64.99. I seen a couple of them still left over today, but there was no price on them. That's why they hadn't been snapped up. I see the hedge cutter for £34 or something. But anyway, I got this little thing. Almost on standby. Well, you know, at least if this goes viral and this YouTube makes a lot of money, posthumous as it was in the event of my demise, the proceeds will go to Mrs. Lefthandthread. She can find a new doctor to take care of business, you know. Anyway, but before we get into this here, I want to talk about some other things. I've had a very phenomenal week this week. Some of you may have seen already. I've got some StealthMounts, you know. StealthMounts and me have had a back and forth in the email, and they sent me a beautiful box of stuff, which I've been making videos of during the week, and I've been experimenting with. I haven't got a permanent home for a lot of it, but I'm going to have to bite the bullet and start putting all this stuff up and getting the use out of it properly. I put up a couple of things just for tonight to show you. Camera quality a bit blurry tonight. That's bad. That must be the Wi-Fi. There must be something wrong with the internet. That's a bit disappointing. I'm going to have to do something about that. That's the second time something like that happened. But anyway, hopefully it'll pick up. We'll see. We'll move this stand a little bit to see if it does any better. These are the box of StealthMounts that I got. All's okay here. Good. And to show you a couple of items, we have this here. This is the battery mount for DeWalt, and this is the tool mount for DeWalt, and this is a charger mount for the rapid charger, the Makita rapid charger that plays all the tunes. Single one. So it sent me a whole up of that stuff, so that was very nice of them. It's the first proper stuff that I've got. I've got a couple of things in the past. I've got this here before, and I got the nice wee Magnarista keyring thing. They were nice to get. However, I just think StealthMounts a very credible company, and they're sort of the market leaders in that stuff. So it was nice to get something from somebody who was really recognised in the industry. But I want to see, I must go on the live chat here to see. Don't want to ignore you guys when you've hung on. Okay, right, I'm going to show you these StealthMounts before we get into the real business. Here, you see that there, erected in the wall. The battery mount there, and we have the tool mount above it, and I have the charger mount there. And this is the charger this is the Makita rapid charger, and there's 4 little feet in the bottom of it. Where did my Tesla comes? Anyway, Good man, there's Darren in the chat. StealthMounts are a great job. But there's 4 little rubber feet in the bottom of these chargers. What you do is you pull them out. It should just mount straight on. That's where it goes wrong. There we are. Just having a bit of a fitter, but there you go, she is. So that's the StealthMounts. So it's nice, like I say, it's got reaching out to me and everything's just into that lovely box of stuff. And you will see more videos. I have a couple of videos out of that. Lining the holes. Well, you know, when you get to my age, you know, every hole's a goal. It's harder to line things up. And plus, I was going to say to you, you know, I like to keep the 9 p.m. slot here on a Sunday night free for the stream, because you know, when you get to guys like me need a good, dependable, reliable slot regularly. You can't just have slots all over the place like you had when you were young, you know. But anyhow, I have to get on with what I'm supposed to be doing. Parkside, phenomenal machine, or not, what do we see? There she is. I'll get it lined up here. That's not too bad. Parkside chainsaw, 20 volt. They recommend a 4 amp battery for this. I've only got 2 at the minute, but I'll do some cutting. That's the Parkside 20 volt chainsaw. I did a review on this and it'll be out on tomorrow night. So really, it's aimed at the novice. It's just, they kept it simple. This came out of the box this way. It's assembled and all. The only thing, they had the chain a bit tight. The chain was murder tight. I had to slacken it a little bit. It's not too bad now. The chain adjusters are here, so you don't even need spanners or nothing to adjust it. The chain brake is numbered and color coded 1 and 2. Red is 2, 1 is green. I don't know if you can see that. What is he? See if you can get right up. You see? Color coded chain brake. So this is aimed at somebody that wouldn't know what anything about a chainsaw, really. If you want to take the battery off, you have to get the drill out first. So you, yeah. Well, that's right, Dave. But we'll not worry about that today. No, Martin. Thumbs up. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to say thumbs up on Monday tomorrow, but we will see. Anyway, simple like 18 volt DeWalt saw. Yeah. This is that's kind of what they were doing. They were keeping it simple, and I like, you know, look at the chain. They even said chain oil with it. It's the bottle of chain oil with it, bar oil, and they've got like a wee gauge in the side of the tank, and it's fillable from the top. But I like that, you know. But anyway, you just turn her on there, like, just get that quick stop. They don't want anybody cutting them spanners off themselves, right, Martin? You know. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, when you're here. Sorry for the delay. Did they say I struck? I wondered to myself when I got this thing, did anybody ever buy this and put petrol in there? I wonder. It just made me think. Did anybody ever put petrol in the oil tank? But anyway, don't forget to like the stream, guys. And then we'll try and get on with business here and try not to cut those spanners off. But you know, guaranteed somebody Somebody did. But we do a bit of cutting with this, guys. Let's see what we can do. I hope the stream holds up. BW's Electronic cleaning while rearranging, getting the chipper shredder out. Oh, good man. Good to see you, BW's Electronics. Because we need you on the stream. Because, to be honest, the American viewers are the biggest audience I have across the board. However, they're silver medalists on the stream. You're number 2 in the stream. USA's number 2 in the streams. So, glad to have you. Right, here we are. What's the reception like, or what's the reception? What's the stream like? Well, no, George, Megan McGee, we're starting small. We're starting small. This is a 2 by 3, I think. 2 by 3. So we'll see that here first. It works anyway. She didn't put down any bars yet, so that's good. It's a chainsaw. It cuts, so we'll have to give it a point for that. So that's one of them down. We're going to start small, guys. Don't forget to like the stream, like I say. What do we see? Any requests? I think tomorrow might be clean up day, Pat. Megan McGee's coming to see me tomorrow, so you'll understand why the place is in a mess tomorrow night when it comes over. The stream holding up alright, guys. Really love the fact that rapid stop and goes at the push of a button. Hi. You see, they don't want anybody cutting them spanners off themselves. Apparently, if she kicks back, like, this is the theory here, like, if that saw kicks up at you, because your hand's there, it's supposed to pull the auto stop, you know, whatever. What do I say? We'll get a good view of this and we'll give her a good eye cutting. We'll give her a good eye cutting vice. I like this we saw. No, better taking that. Using the Parkside vise as well, not a wood vise. Like you say, Darren, that's decent wee saw there. That's a decent wee saw. You can see what Parkside have done there. They've aimed there at the novice, that the novice can't do themselves much harm with her. So I'm probably going to keep these tonight, which that's good because I want to be Doctor Lefthandthread, not Doctor No Left Hand. Funny, the rubber mounting device was counterproductive, to be honest. No, I wouldn't like to be going to the Oregon with that, but it's alright. It's alright. But let's see what way we're going to approach this one. We're going bigger. going bigger and badder this time. Bigger and badder. I'm going to wreck my bench tonight. For sure. On the counterbalance it. Oh, that's lovely. Right, here we are. A bit of unprepared wood. Straight from the jungles of Mega McGee. He brought that. The one thing does concern me with this saw. I don't think she's oiling the chain well. Know what I might do at this point, guys? See? Might be time for a comparison. I'm going to do one saw with this and I'm going to do one saw with another device that I have. There you are. I have another device here. It could be easy. I don't know why it's left on. I should have been using this device. It's a thumbs up for the wee Parkside saw so far, haven't we? Right. I have another device. Yeah. Run over clean cardboard, see if there's a line. Yeah. I'd be pretty sure that it doesn't leave a line there. What do we see? Because I don't think it's oiling right. It's oiling, but I would like it to be using more oil. I suppose that's what I'm saying. Yeah. The wee Parkside saw, that's one criticism of it. I'd like it to be using more oil. But anyway, there's no oiler on this, so, you know, whatever. Let's go. Too short. That's what she says. I probably need to would have to say there's a bit of an advantage. You know, this thing here. This is something. Hey, what do I see? This thing's chains off, look. This thing here, I've horsed her, but anyway, this thing here has no oiler. It's got no chain brake, you know, and the chain's pulled off it. So I think in the battle, I think the Parkside saw is better. Let's see, get it selected. There we are. I think I'm going to have to retire that one for the evening. So I'm going to do a test, but I think the Parkside has won that particular wire. Not even the battle, just the wire. Jane's getting a wee bit less, but it's still alright. What's her battery like? Oh, the battery's nearly out. I would say that saw's alright. Battery's on the red. But that's definitely not no shame for a 2 ampere battery to be in the red after that. A 4 amp would probably do right. But really what I probably intend to do, this is a thought I've had today, figure out how to adapt it to one of these. It wouldn't take much. You could even mount it there if you had something to clip in, 2 wires. Yeah, that's going to happen somewhere. That's going to happen somewhere. So the workshop's nice and tidy. So is anybody else in the live chat now? Yeah. Hi, I know, Brandon. Maybe I'm playing a wee bit too fast and loose tonight, but they do a twin battery 40, yeah. Anyway, Brandon, get well soon, Brandon. That was a nasty injury you got. This is not to rub salt in the wound, me messing about with this stuff tonight. This is only for fun. I knew I was going to be alright with a wee Parkside saw, but that little attachment for the drill is something you get on Amazon, and people think they're buying something smart, but like there's no oiler on it. There's no oiler on it. There's no the adjuster's bullshit. You know, there's no brake on it. It's something I bought for fun. It's not something you buy to use with anything. But anyway, I think I'll just sit down here now. Well, see what you guys think. I've been some mess here tonight. Anyway. So I'd say on balance, the Parkside saw is okay. It's okay. Why I say it's okay is if a tool does what it's supposed to do, it's okay. There's lots of tools out there, especially in the budget range, that are just complete and utter bullshit. But this is a DIY saw. There's concerns if you're using that steady. But what happened eventually? I don't know if you can see in there. You see the cylindrical thing on there? That's a brushed motor. That's a brushed motor, and it's a sealed brush motor. You can't replace the brushes on it. It's once the brushes wear out, you'll not be able to get that motor anywhere. It'll be game over, which is a shame. If that had a brushless motor and got fair play and wasn't abused, it'd probably go for years. You know, it's funny. I think I can see why Lidl do that, but they what would you say? They put a lot of thought into that, but then they probably dropped the ball. then again, would I have bought that saw if it had been £89? Would I have bought that saw if it had been £89 instead of 64.99? The answer's probably no. Probably said that's probably too much, That's probably a bit too much. Because I only bought it for fun. Because I don't really need a saw. I was in Lidl, like I say, with Mrs. Lefthandthread. And I said to her, I'm going to buy that. And she says, do you need one of them? I says, no, but I want it. And I bought it and the vise on the same day. And the vise is going to be useful. The saw will be of limited use to me, but I do like it, and I would be interested in adapting it, to be honest. I'd be interested in adapting it. Anybody else in the chat? Let's see. Have we no bigger logs? The battery's flat, Maggie McGee. What do you want to do? Now, Brandon, you take care of yourself. That was a nasty injury you got. It's easy for me to say it could have been worse, but it could have been. I'm glad that you're still in the land of living. Yeah. I like that saw, but Brandon, that's the problem. I'll show you the kind of motor that's not a similar type of motor. I do like that saw, Brandon, but that's my only quibble with it. What do we think when I get a motor? It's the same style of thing. The motor's something like that. That might be the same motor, it might be similar. The motor's something like that. I've seen guys fixing them, but it's not handy. I've seen some guys opening the back of them and replacing the brushes. I don't know how you do that. It's not designed to have the brushes replaced in it. It's one of them sealed motors, like using the wee cheap multi-tool from Makita, using all the Parkside brush stuff. It's kind of disposable. That's only great, but I'd have to put a brushless motor in that would have been excellent, but maybe they'd had to charge too much for it for the casual market that they're in. It's all marketing, it's all their target men. But Maggie McGee, I can't cut anything bigger with it because the battery is flat. However, if we stay long enough on, it might come up a wee bit. Yeah, that'd be good, Dave. Bigger battery, like some solid, you might need a touch of a file. Aye. You always use a vise or a clamp. Definitely a vise and clamps and always come on. Yeah. No. I have a Parkside. To be honest, I have a Parkside grinder that somebody gave me a few weeks ago, and I haven't got back to it yet. I might fix that. I might attempt to fix that in the future. Yeah, good man. Good man, BW's Electronics. Good to hear from you from Michigan. I need you and Mr. Tubbs on the chat because, like I say, there's you guys from America are the top viewers on my channel by a long way, but underrepresented. They have the same representation in the lives, but apparently you're still number 2 in the lives, so you're not too bad. I'd like to see you guys, and thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks to BW's Electronics, because I did a 3-hour live stream and I think you were on every minute of that a few months back there. And Brandon Tubbs, my brother from another mother, I'm glad to see you there too. I'm glad to see that you're okay after your injury, that you're still in the land of living. Anybody else in the... Yeah. It's... Yeah. But on balance, we have to say that we Parkside saw sort of a winner, you know. Somebody doing occasional work, and if they had enough batteries, if they had a few 4 amp batteries and they were doing occasional wee cuts, they'd be alright. That wee saw is alright. So I was expecting it to die sooner. It cut up a lot of stuff there. We had a bigger log, but I don't know if that's necessary tonight. Like videos that I have coming out, I must talk about them. Yeah. Oh, the DeWalt one's a lot more expensive. The DeWalt ones. Thank you, Pat. Pat's going to send me some 4 amp batteries that he has lying around. So I might experiment with them. I might be going on to a battery adapter. I don't know what I'm going to do. The mine's starting to work overtime on that one. $30 by $60 burns, holds a lot of stuff. Yep. Good man. I would have to say the Parkside saw is a winner, and the little Amazon £17 thrill saw is definitely a loser. Definitely don't buy one of them. Videos have coming out. I have a video coming out in about 15 minutes, like a 16 amp Parkside battery. That's a thought. That's a thought. Could I make a Parkside battery? I could make a Parkside battery. I keep the Parkside top on it and add more cells. A 16 amp would be a bit big. What about a 6 amp high output, like with like 6 21700 cells? Parkside do an 8 amp battery. Well, Parkside's unofficial battery doctor might do a 9 amp battery, so I'm going to have to beat it. If they do an 8 amp battery, I'm going to have to make a 9 amp. So how would I do that? Yep. I'd have to strip a couple of faulty 9 amp flex volt batteries and put 9 cells. Put the 15 cells on. If we get 15 cells from 2 batteries, I can make a 9 amp high output battery. If the circuit board can handle it. But that Parkside saw definitely did well. There's a video coming out in about 15 minutes where I upgraded 2 batteries. It was the Makita G series. We Makita do a DIY G series. It's not compatible with LXT, and the wee batteries have no battery indicator on them. And the batteries that I upgraded were 1.3 amp. I upgraded them to 2 amp. They were just the wee 5 cell batteries. So about 5 cells in each battery from a 6 amp flex volt battery. So that should be out now in 10 minutes. Yeah. You have one of those G series. There was a guy come on to me last week and he says, could you have them batteries is losing power, they're not holding up a charge at all. He's had it for 5 or 6 years. Good enough drill, the drill will be alright. The battery will be probably alright, but it's very basic, just a basic old circuit board. I suppose maybe less to go wrong. No battery indicator. But the cells were a bit small. I might have the cells lying around here, Rosanna. They're little brown cells. Where would they be? Yeah. Those little guys there. Those little guys was on it. And they're a 1300 milliamp cell. So 5 of them in a row was the 1.3 ampere. So upgraded to these, the Samsung 18650 20S's, 2000 milliamp cells, so 5 in a row was 2 ampere. Good high quality cell too. Though I think these weren't bad quality. These were LG, but they were still, I'd say they're coming to near the end of their life, though they were still working. There were none of them leaking, none of them corroded. They come to the end of their life because they weren't holding up the same on their charge. So upgraded those two. It was a bigger job than I thought it was. It took me longer than I thought. But I got it done, and I got a video for you guys, which is about in about 10 minutes. I know some of you have seen the earlier video I put out today, the big long video, the 33-minute video, featuring the SDS DeWalt. You know, so you've seen that. You might want to watch all that. It's I wouldn't say it's a highly entertaining video because it's very detailed. I want Darren in particular to watch it. If you could spend the time and watch that and critique what I'm doing wrong, because Darren builds them for fun. That's his job, fixing them things, and yeah. An adapter for the G series for the LXT is a great idea. Most little drills, if they're made to a certain standard, like Makita, they'll do the job. Like, you know, this is one that my good friend Kieran Loftus gave to me. It wasn't going. You see the rust in the chuck? What was wrong with it really had been lying about too long. It's still, that's not a bad drill. It's a metal chuck. There's no problems with it. All I had to do is put a set of brushes in that. You know, most little drills are, you know, unless they're real bad. Even the Parkside, I'll do the job, but that silent motor is a limited lifetime with it. There's some of the little brushed ones I don't like. There's DHP 482 from Makita, which I'm particularly not fond of, but that and there's alright. That's one of the real old ones too. It's only got 2 terminals in the bottom end. It's real old. It's a BDF 452. It's real old. It does the job. So there's them 2 videos coming out, and I want Darren to watch the one on the DeWalt SDS because he knows all about those things. He's an expert in the field, and I want him to critique what I've done. I've tried to make a video for the guy who's trying to fix his own, for the guy who doesn't know and wants to have a go, that is my video sitting there that he can refer back to it if he doesn't know where anything goes, or he gets mixed up, or he gets something falls out, or whatever happens. At least he'll have something to refer to, because I don't think there's a very good video out there all in that. There's a very detailed video out. I did one last year, and because it was basically the first one of them I had opened, I wasn't as experienced as I should have been. I found the fault and I fixed it. But still in all, it was a long video. It wasn't concise. It wasn't as to the point as even that long video that I've had. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Brandon. Means a lot, Brandon. But it's that SDS video is what would you say? It's one that's probably not going to go that well long term. It's probably not going to be a great performing video. It's not going to be top 10. But you know, why I started this channel was like to help people like me or you or anybody, everybody out there who's trying to fix something, trying to get to go. To have that video to refer to is very, very useful. You feel good when you get that done. And you know, to be honest, I feel good when I get that comment through says, I fixed my drill thanks to your video. Couldn't have done it without you. That's excellent. You can just tell that that person on the other end of that comment feels great that they have been able to fix that thing themselves. There's something about fixing things yourself that gives me joy, and I think gives most people joy. If you can sort the thing out yourself and not have to go running for somebody, that's you know, it means a lot. You just go and do it. You get that, I don't know, you get that buzz How did I get that buzz out of it anyway? We'll see. I'm going to catch up with the chat here. I've tried to, I've been criticised in the past for, the video's been too long and too meandering and too slow, and but I wanted to make a video that was kind of back to my roots but was better made. And like one of my really old videos, I made a 3-part video which were about 11 minutes long each, on the 253, and that was pretty good for me at that time, but it wasn't as good a video as the one I made and put out today. So I just hope that I'm going to continue to do them videos. If I can do something like that, if I can figure out how to fix something that's problematic like the 273. The 273 is a very popular drill, and they need servicing from time to time, and we shafts break on them and things go wrong. If I can get other things like that I can make good videos of that people can refer to, that makes all this worthwhile. It makes it worth doing, because we all need help sometimes. Even I refer to videos, and I have no trade secrets on my channel. Everything I find out, I'm going to tell you guys, or try and explain it to you as well as I can. I won't have all the answers, but I think I've helped a lot of people because of the comments I've got through. The channel started off basically aimed at the guy who was like myself, that had no formal training in engineering, but was prepared to have a go at fixing his own things. I know it doesn't add up for everybody. If you're very good, if you're very busy on the construction site and you're doing well at it because you're working hard, you can't take a risk with things that don't work. If something stops working, you have to throw it to the one side. You have to throw it to the one side and get a new one. Well, it's a battery, or it's a drill, or anything. But even those people, I would say to them, if you don't want to fix it yourself, don't dump it. Get somebody like me to fix it. Get yourself a new one that you can rely on, and keep that in for a backup, because you never know when your new one's going to lie down on you on a Thursday afternoon. Anybody else in the chat? Yeah, it's probably not changing mode because there's something broke inside it, I would say. Darren would know anyway. Darren's a man. Anybody else on the chat, or anybody else want to ask any questions? Because I soon have to even miss. Tonight flew. Oh, there's Chicky, 100%, 100 Chicky. Neil. Good man. Good to see you, Neil. I need representation from the UK, because the USA is beating the UK on the viewing figures. I need representation from Ireland, because I think it's only Pat and Kieran Loftus is watching me. And Kieran's a busy man, he doesn't always get time to watch my stuff. But he's been a very good supporter of the channel all along. So that's the crack. The Parkside chainsaw is a winner. StealthMounts are awesome. And I gotta go soon, because I gotta see what Mrs. Lefthandthread's up to. I gotta go and engineer her a while. So good night, and take care of yourselves.